Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Lulu reunites with her boys, and Molly and TJ reach a heartbreaking realization. Today on General Hospital, Lulu reunites with Dante and Rocco, Molly and TJ finally admit their feelings, and Sonny helps Christina find peace. On today's General Hospital, Jason confronts Drew outside the mansion. Drew refuses to speak until Jason says it's about the kids and tells him he's moving into the mansion to avoid splitting the kids up. Drew announces his impending move to DC with Scout. Carly arrives soon then, appalled to hear it and wanting to know why. When Jason says it's because he's moving in, Drew tells him to leave and Danny to stay. Jason and Scout leave as soon as Jason moves in. Carly believes Jason coming in is the only way to keep the kids together, but Drew does not believe Jason is the greatest option for the kids. Carly demands that they both prioritize their children. Jason and Drew throw barbs about who is the worst father, and Carly tells them to stop before their grudge spreads to their children. They're unique, but they're nice men. They need to do this for their children, but more importantly, for Sam. Alexis wants to know whether Rick is proud of himself. Was it exciting to frighten a bereaved mother? She deems him morally bankrupt for trying to exact revenge on Sonny, but he responds that he is doing his best to protect his client. When she points out that he pursued his daughter's sister, he rips into her about how she has always preferred Christina over Molly. Alexis snaps that he hasn't seen his daughter in years and that she doesn't need his parenting advice. She can't decide whether she hates Rick or Ava more. They argue some more, but Rick claims that at the end of the day, she is a lawyer, and if she looked at what happened, she would realize that what he said in court was correct. Whether you hate her or not, Ava is incapable of pushing a pregnant woman out a window. Alexis then lashes out at him again for being so harsh and rude to her kid. They may be lawyers, but she would never do what he did. She storms out, calling him a terrible father and an unforgivable human being. Sonny and Christina arrive at Alexis, where Sonny tries to deflect the terrible news from court. Christina, however, demands the truth. Tell me how I did today. He says she did well, but she does not believe him. He despises everything she's going through, and if the jury can't understand that she would never do anything to harm her baby, that's their problem. Christina said she only wants Ava to pay for what she done to her kid. She claims that seeing Ava punished is the only thing that will bring her out of the house in the morning. Sonny argues that if that is what keeps her afloat, she should embrace it. He then inquires whether she gave more thinking to working for him. It might be a pleasant diversion. Whatever happens to Ava is beyond her control, but if the system fails her, he will not. Molly and TJ return home, and she expresses gratitude to him for accompanying her to court. She then states that after hearing everyone's testimony, she realizes it was all a horrible accident. You don't believe that, do you? TJ demands. He refuses to say it was an accident. Christina chose to be there, and Ava chose to touch her. Molly yells at him that she is continually grieving their daughter's loss and is not simply moving on, to which he responds that he would never know because she never speaks to him. She confesses she spoke with others, but it was too difficult with him, which hurts even more. She apologizes, and he wonders what hope they have if they can't grieve for their daughter together. She says it hurts her too much, and TJ laments about how much it bothers him not to express his grief with her. He swears that they can get through anything together, and he envisions a future with her and only her, family included. I know you do, but I can't do that again. She can't even imagine becoming a parent again right now. TJ thinks they're dodging the subject, and Molly eventually admits that she doesn't want another child, now or ever. He backs away, scared and in tears, while she swears to love him. He's not sure if he can envisage a future without children. She isn't sure if she can see one with them. He intended to give her space to grieve, but he waited too long, and now there is too much space between them. Laura from GH looks down in disbelief at her portrait while Lucky watches her in her living room. Lucky arrives to Laura's to inform her that Lulu is awake. She's overjoyed, but when she wants to rush to the treatment center, Lucky says Lulu isn't there anymore. He shows her a video of her leaving Turning Woods, which excites her but leaves her wondering where Lulu is and why she went. She's probably trying to come home. Laura phones and issues a bolo alert to look for Lulu. Lucky then inquires whether she authorized Cyrus to look after Lulu's care. What? She instructed Cyrus to keep away from her. Lucky goes on to describe the rest of the video, telling a proud Laura that Lulu devised an escape plan. She would not have done that unless she believed she was in danger. Rocco? Lulu asks in disbelief. The two then jump into a hug, and Lulu marvels at how much Rocco has grown. You look exactly the same, he says as they hug again. How long have I been away? He tells her it's been 4 years, and Lulu is astonished. She starts crying since he's no longer her little boy. She apologizes for being gone for so long, but swears to make amends and never do it again. As they are enjoying each other's company, Dante steps in the front door and freezes. Lulu? She nearly loses her balance, but Dante catches her and helps her over to the couch. Dante sends Rocco off to get Lulu some food, then marvels at the fact that he's talking to her. When she admits she hitchhiked there, Dante tells her to start from the beginning. She describes waking up, hearing Cyrus, and realizing she needed to escape. Dante tells her Cyrus is her uncle, but she doesn't trust him. Dante then claims to have gone to jail and apparently found God, but he and Lulu don't believe it. He asks again how she got there, and she tells him about escaping, stealing clothing, returning to their old house, and terrifying poor James. She came to the mansion knowing Tracy would be truthful with her. That's when she noticed Rocco. And she knows Dante did an excellent job parenting him. But she wonders why he's here. GH's Lulu and Dante sit and converse in the Quartermain living room with a fire in the fireplace behind them. Dante stammers that they're going to stay there for the time being, but Lulu wants him to tell her his story, including how she ended up in a coma. She doesn't remember what happened that night. There's a haze surrounding it. She recalls Dustin proposing to her, as well as the explosion and Dustin's subsequent death. Dante fills in the details, claiming she banged her head and fell into a coma because they had no idea what had happened. That's why he wants to bring her to the hospital right now. Lulu tells him she is all right, just overwhelmed. Rocco returns with her favorite, turkey and Swiss with mayonnaise. Dante tells her that Rocco visited her frequently. It feels so good to be back with my boys, Lulu sighed. Drew returns after surfing, and Jason confronts him. He explains that he is moving into the main house with Danny so that they do not have to split the kids up. Jason tells Drew that he is moving in. Drew chooses to take Scout to DC. Drew and Jason argue. Carly arrives just in time to hear this and takes her place in the middle. She's surprised to learn that Jason is moving in. The men argue. Carly between Drew and Jason. Carly tells them to breathe, but Drew says that he cannot have his daughter near Jason. She instructs them to prioritize the kids and do what Sam wants. If they continue their vengeance, they will pass it on to their children. Is this what they want? They are amazing fathers and must do this for their children and Sam. Drew agrees to let Scout stay if there is no violence. Carly feels certain that this will go well. Drew and Jason fight about babies. Alexis confronts Rick in court and asks him if he is proud of himself. She inquires if that made him feel good. Alexis taunts Rick. She accuses him of being pathologically preoccupied with exacting revenge against his brother through his daughter. As she continues to harp on her, he questions when she began to deny Christina's flaws and her favoritism. Rick thinks Alexis is in denial. It's terrible that she can't see the truth even when it's right in front of her face. They argue about parenting, and he asks her to spare him all the righteousness. Alexis trashes Rick. He assures her that everything he mentioned in this situation was correct and that it was simply an accident. She emphasizes that it is Ava's fault and points out how immoral he is, reminding him that he slept with her daughter. Alexis continues to tear into him, calling him an unforgivable human being before storming out. Alexis Rick bickering in court. Sonny returns Christina to Alexis. She wants him to be honest about her performance in court today. Sonny brings Christina home. He is confident that the jury would understand her pain and inform her that none of this was her fault. If the jurors cannot see that she is innocent, it is their responsibility. She only needs Ava to pay for what she done. He claims that's what they all desire. Christina wants Ava to pay. They discuss how compelling revenge is. He refuses to tell her to back down and instead encourages her to embrace it. He is proud of her and wishes he could do more. She can't think of anything but Ava falling down. He thinks they should hope the legal system holds her accountable. Sonny advises Christina. If the system fails her, he will not. Alexis joins them and is surprised to see her daughter so relaxed. Talking with Sonny has convinced her that she can find serenity. Sonny smiles. Alexis joins Christina. Molly and TJ return home, and she thanks him for coming to court today. It was painful, but she needed to hear everything. TJ, Molly, go home. After hearing the testimonies, she accepts that it was a terrible accident. You don't believe that, do you? He asks. She does not believe Ava pushed her or her sister attacked Ava. TJ is upset. He suspects she is choosing to believe this because it is simpler. Molly says she is constantly aware of her loss. They've been avoiding each other and need to express their feelings. She tells him how upset she has been. Things is just easier to discuss things with others. TJ, Molly arguing about the trial. This makes him cry. She is sorry. He asks what it says about them if they can't go through this together. He needs to grieve alongside her, but she is unable to do so. He loves her. She is his person, and he wants her in his future. She understands he wants to start a family, but she can't do it again. He argues it does not have to be immediate. TJ believes she is avoiding confronting the situation. She says she does not want another child. TJ needs to grieve. Molly loves him and wants to be with him, but she can't walk down that path again. He can't imagine a future without children, and she can't envisage one with them. Where does this leave them? Molly does not want another baby. TJ decides to stay elsewhere tonight. She wishes things were different. So does he. When he goes away, she collapses on the floor and sobs. So does he. Lucky goes into Laura's workplace and informs her that Lulu is awake. She is excited to get out and visit her. He explains that she's no longer at Turning Woods. Laura hears Lulu awake. He shows her the film of her escape, and she laughs. Her son points out that no one knows where she is. Lucky Laura, watch the video. His mom assumes she's on her way home. She phones to request that an alarm be sent. He inquires whether Cyrus has been authorized to handle Lulu's care. What? She asks. Lucky tells Mom that Lulu is awake. She's relieved her daughter escaped and figures she must have believed she was in danger. Lulu and Rocco are astonished to see each other at the Quartermaines. They hug. Rocco sees Lulu. She cannot believe how much he has grown. He claims she looks the same. He reveals that she's been in a coma for 4 years. She weeps. He's no longer her little boy. Lulu hears when in a coma. She vows to compensate for the time they lost. They will not be parted again. He enjoys hearing her voice. He had difficulty recalling it. She has no intention of remaining silent for an extended period of time. Dante walks in and is surprised to see Lulu standing there. She almost falls, but he catches her. He believes they should have her checked out, but she is not keen to go to the hospital. They help her onto a couch, and Rocco goes to get her food. Dante cannot believe she is back and already hitching. Dante and Lulu reconnect. She informs him that she awoke a few days ago and was afraid when she heard Cyrus making plans for her care. The cop reveals that Cyrus is actually her uncle. She refuses to believe it. He says that Cyrus was imprisoned for a few years before purportedly finding God. Lulu informs Dante about Cyrus. She describes how she went to her house only to find out it wasn't hers anymore. He explains it was James. She arrived here next, hoping to see Tracy. That's when she ran into their young son and realized he wasn't so tiny anymore. She compliments him on his parenting skills. He did his best, but she cannot be replaced. Lulu wonders how she ended up in a coma. It is unclear for her. Lulu talks about coma. She recalls Dustin asking her to marry him. There was an explosion, which killed him. He explains that they were unaware she suffered a brain injury and were astonished when she fell into a coma. She is overwhelmed. Her son delivers her a sandwich. He remembered what she preferred. She finds that Maxie has been giving her manicures. Lulu and Rocco. Danny tears up as he listens around the corner. Danny is upset. Lulu's hugs with her son hurt. Dante wants her looked out. She shows out her large scar, and they explain that she had a liver transplant. She can wait for explanations, but there is something she needs. General Hospital spoilers indicate that a preview video has been released for the week of December 2, 2024. It depicts Dante Falconeri stepping in to see Lulu Spencer. Anna Devane wants Carly Spencer to install a bug on Jack Brennan. Sonny Corinthos makes a vow to Christina Corinthos Davis. Ava Jerome discovers her fate. Continue reading and let's discuss what's coming up on the ABC soap show. Lulu Spencer's emotional reunion. According to the GH teasers for the week of December 2nd, the preview will begin with Lulu. Dante enters just after Lulu and Rocco Spencer are reunited. Lulu is emotional and grateful to be reunited with Rocco. Lulu, on the other hand, has missed a lot of time during her 4 years of sleep. The fact that Rocco has grown so much proves this. Lulu might have some questions for Dante. Once he recovers from the shock of seeing her walking and talking again. GH spoiler, Dante Falconeri's mixed emotions. While Dante will be happy that Lulu is well, he has lost Sam McCall in the process. That grief is still sharp and fresh. Dante may not want to throw it all on Lulu like that, but there are only so many ways to get around a problem. Lulu is going to want answers. When Lulu learns of Dante's ordeal, she will feel empathy. Meanwhile, word travels around Port Charles that Lulu is awake. Ava Jerome's trial. General Hospital spoilers for the week of December 2nd suggest that the preview video also depicts Ava and the rest of the courtroom standing. The bailiff announces that the jury has returned its verdict. It's likely that Ava will walk, which might drive Christina on a deadly crusade. General Hospital spoilers for week of December 2nd, 2024. During the week of December 2nd, fans can anticipate Sonny to make a pledge to Christina. Sonny promises Christina that if the court system fails her, he will not. The promo footage also features Anna and Carly. Anna has a significant request. Carly plant a bug on Brennan. Brennan appears to like Carly and trusts her to some level, thus she is Anna's best option. Can Brennan bust Carly if she agrees to do this for Anna? Which narrative are you most looking forward to witnessing in the week of December 2nd, 2024? Share your opinions in the comments area below. Remember to keep watching ABC's soap opera to see what happens next. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Kai Taylor's whole identity appears to center around his football abilities. He's on full scholarship at PCU and is the team's new standout quarterback. As viewers know, Kai has an advisor who selects all of his classes. He didn't even attend class because of his importance to the university as a football player. This has brought him into confrontation with Trina Robinson. General Hospital spoilers, Kai Taylor is trying to make amends with Trina Robinson. This semester, Trina and Kai were placed as art history partners. Kai initially did not show up for class, and he did not respond to Trina's attempts to contact him about working together. Kai finally learned his privilege was affecting Trina's grades when they met by chance. Kai pledged to do better and has begun to attend class. He even surprised Trina by producing a list of books to use for the class project. However, Kai's football career is more essential, and it is likely that his relationship with Trina will worsen. Spoilers, Kai Taylor may become badly hurt. Dex Heller recently ran into Kai at Volanino's gym, where they sparred. Kai mentioned that his coach would be upset if he knew he was involved in that type of activities. Although nothing transpired, it appeared to presage the likelihood that Kai would soon suffer a severe injury. Perhaps Kai will get injured during a game and transported to General Hospital. Kai could potentially sustain a serious injury that prevents him from playing football. General Hospital spoilers, Kai Taylor could confront a significant crisis of identity. Kai's entire life is so inextricably linked to football that the end of his football career could affect his life forever. People would regard him quite differently, and many of his friends may even abandon him. General Hospital spoilers, Kai's football career ends tragically, but brings Trina closer. The school would no longer be able to offer him a free pass, which means he would have to attend all of his classes and work for his grade. The only good outcome of such an injury is that it may bring him and Trina closer together. Trina understands firsthand what it's like to feel like her entire world has vanished in a moment, since that's exactly how she felt when Spencer Cassadine passed away. What are your thoughts? Is Kai serious about collaborating with Trina in art history? Will Kai suffer an injury that terminates his football career? Can Trina help Kai adjust to his new life? Tristan Rogers, the actor who plays Robert Scorpio, revealed that he had suffered another tragic loss. He took to social media to convey the news that his last bulldog, Ollie, was discovered dead early last Friday morning. Ollie's death occurred 2 months after the death of Willie, one of Rogers' favorite bullies. Ollie, the last of our precious bullies, was discovered dead this morning. Now they're all gone. Hope they're all together, the actor wrote on Twitter. It's very difficult to lose our furry family members, and it's even worse when we return home to an empty house after having a couple of them. It must be quite sad for him at this moment, he continued. General Hospital news, co-stars and fans show their support. Not long after Rogers tweeted, some of his General Hospital co-stars expressed their support. Animal enthusiast Jacqueline Zaman understands how it hurts to lose a pet. She responded to Rogers' post by saying, "Tristan, I am deeply sorry for your loss. God bless. Love to you, Teresa, and the entire family." Fans also rushed to support the actor, with some mentioning the Rainbow Bridge, where pet owners who have previously died can see their beloved animals who have already passed away. Tristan Rogers' appearance on General Hospital. Rogers joined the cast of General Hospital in December 1980. He portrayed the character until 1992, and his alter ego became highly popular among the public when he became associated with the soap's super pair at the time, Luke Spencer and Laura Spencer. His character left the show after being killed off, but his body was never located. In 1995, he appeared briefly as a spirit to soothe his daughter, Robin Scorpio. In 2008, he returned for a few months on the soap's primetime spin-off General Hospital, Night Shift. He repeated his role in 7 episodes in 2012 and again in 2013. In 2014, he returned to The Young and the Restless as Colin Atkinson. In 2015, he played both Robert on General Hospital and Colin on Young and Restless. He reappeared to General Hospital in 2018 when Anna Devane searched for his long-lost son Henrik Faison. He returned in 2019, and Rogers has remained on the show ever since. His previous acting roles include The Flesh and Blood Show, Jack Rio, The Lost. According to General Hospital spoilers, Ava Jerome is likely to get off easy for her role in the death of baby Irene/baby Adela. Fans are aware that Christina Corinthos Davis lied like a rat on the stand. She remembered the incident before coming under oath, and while it's evident that temperatures were high during their Metro court encounter, Ava did not force the expecting mother. This twists the entire story by blaming Ava for what appears to be a horrific accident that resulted in the newborn's death. Christina is still outraged, vowing to avenge not only her daughter's life, but also that of her half-brother, Morgan Corinthos, whom she has referenced several times recently. Still, how horrible will Christina feel if the jury returns a not guilty judgment for Ava? Christina's father, Sonny Corinthos, makes a promise to her during the General Hospital preview for the week of December 2nd to 6th. A video footage of the two is presented in the courtroom where Ava's trial is being held, and he pledges that if the system fails Christina, he will not. Given the circumstances, the mob boss said some very bold remarks. Christina has been pleading with Ava to pay for her baby's death for quite some time, and Sonny has managed to keep her away. Christina wanted Ava to be killed after her baby died, but Alexis Davis and Sonny were able to persuade her otherwise. Christina understands her father has it in him to kill Ava, given that he recently executed John Jagger Cates. She also knows he has the resources to avoid any legal consequences. Sonny, on the other hand, finds himself in a difficult situation with Ava. He despises the lady because she has already caused havoc in his life. Nonetheless, she is also the mother of one of his children, Avery Corinthos. Fans will recall that when Sonny shot AJ Quartermain, it caused a significant split in his friendship with Michael Corinthos. While Sonny is far from perfect, he has attempted to do better for his children and will not want to repeat the process with Avery. To calm Christina down, Sonny will most likely pledge to take action. She's a firebrand in every way, and while he wants to make Ava pay, he hopes the system doesn't fail them. He will be wrong on all counts. So, when Ava's not guilty verdict is announced, Christina will be shocked. She is a daddy's girl on every level, and she will not be afraid to remind Sonny of what he promised. Will he be able to tell her that his hands are tied because of Avery? Christina will respond that with all of the Corinthos family members around Avery, she won't need her mother moving forward. Christina's mental health may suffer as a result of Sonny's reluctance to teach Ava a lesson, however. There may even be concern that she will take matters into her own hands and entirely ruin her life in the process. According to General Hospital spoilers, Sonny's flimsy vow before Ava's verdict may put him in a difficult position. He'll want to placate Christina and keep his commitment, but can he do so at the price of his other, younger daughter? What started off as a two-day gig transformed into a life-changing opportunity. When Tristan Rogers first appeared on General Hospital on December 2, 1980, he had no idea that his life would be forever changed, that he would still be portraying the same role more than 4 decades later, and that his name would become synonymous with his on-screen alter egos. However, the audience may have given him a hint. From the minute he appeared on film, the Australian actor was a smash as Port Charles's answer to James Bond, Robert Scorpio. Viewers of the ABC soap were not going to let him go easily. He wouldn't be eager to let go himself either. The role allowed for the creation of a character that was fresh and different for daytime television as a sort of intriguing, mysterious type he remembered for That's Awesome in the fall 2020. As Robert was involved with the incredibly popular super couple Luke and Laura, the fans really embraced my character and me. Rogers was so well known that he was mobbed wherever he went. Being a part of such a wildly popular show at the time came with sacrificing privacy and made it almost impossible for me to do something as simple as going to a store without security, the actor told the outlet. Thank heavens social media did not exist at the time. While I would not trade a minute of it, he was quick to add, I did not realize that this 2-day shoot would turn into a role that would explode the way it did, and one that I would play for decades. Rogers has been in numerous primetime shows and soap operas, most notably The Young and the Restless, where he endowed Colin Atkinson with an enviable cheeky charm. However, he will always be remembered for his role as Robert Scorpio. Nonetheless, Rogers has no regrets about leaving General Hospital in 1992. I kind of had to get away from it, he told Soap Opera Digest in 2019. I was unhappy being on the show at that time. I had a strong desire to do something else. So he did a lot of something else, from Showtime's NASCAR racing thriller Fast Track to Babylon 5, as well as voice work on animated shows like Captain Planet and the Planeteers and Batman Beyond. After a few spectral visits to General Hospital, Rogers raised Robert from the dead in 2006. The actress, well known for her role as Carly Corinthos on the popular ABC serial, spoke with Serial Opera Digest about her likes, dislikes, and everything in between. Laura was asked during her interview with the Journal what she does when she feels like postponing. And, yes, she does the same thing that the rest of us do, possibly every night. She replied, oh, I scroll Instagram. Let's just say everyone does, I'm just being honest. When asked if she wanted to learn a new skill, Laura chose tennis. She elaborated, I want to be really good at it because I love playing pickleball, but I'm obsessed with watching tennis. The lovely blonde beauty was also quizzed about her upbringing. Some of her favorite television shows as a child included some major classics. She stated, I grew up watching Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, and Dallas with my father, as well as Knots Landing. I was obsessed with it. General Hospital star Laura Wright opens up about her life. Now, as for her thoughts on clowns, Laura stated, here's the issue. I used to collect them in high school. I had no notion people were afraid of clowns. I adored them. I thought they were so much fun, and I adored the colors. They always seemed so cheerful. I owned a clown necklace. I had a clown lamp, clowns all over my bedroom, and when my pals came over, they were like, what the hell? Laura also revealed that one song Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.